السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. مرحبا بكم مجددا في حلقة جديدة من أساسنز كريد فالهالا. أشكركم جزيل الشكر على المتابعة. المرجو أن تدعمونا بالضغط على زر لايك والاشتراك في القناة، فهذا قد يدعمني كثيرا. أشكركم جزيل الشكر على تفاعلكم. فلنبدأ القصة. أصلا إذا بعد أن لعبنا دورة وسيط في الحب بين الملك وعشيقته القديمة في دولة إسكس، كان ذلك سهلا صراحة، لم يكن صعبا. قمنا بإنشاء تحالف. الآن سوف نرى أي جديد عن سيغارد. قد كونا العديد من التحالفات صراحة. جل المنطقة. حسنا، هذه جديدة. القوة 250. أوه. حسنا، إذن
Hytham received a message from Winchester, from someone calling himself a poor fellow soldier of Christ.
Your hidden ally. Very interesting. More targets, I assume.
Yes. So what do you think? Could it be a trap?
As a West Saxon stronghold, Winchester will be a rather unwelcome place for you. But that is nothing you cannot handle. If you go, do not go boldly.
حسنا، إنها منطقة صعبة جدا. القوة المقترحة لتلك المنطقة هي 250.
Letter asked me to meet a man in white at a house of God, and then recite this phrase: When pride cometh, then cometh shame, but with the lowly cometh wisdom.
A passage from their holy book, I believe. Interesting. Go with care.
حسنا، جيد جدا. هذا رائع. لدينا جميع نقط الانتقال الخاصة بهذه الجهة. جيد. نحن ذا.
The seat of King Alfred's power, where hawk shit stains my boots. I will find the man in white in their god's house. This must be the house of their timid god. They built... This must be the house of their timid god. They built him a rich dwelling.
هنالك مفاتيح كثيرة. حسنا. يوجد شيء بالداخل. سنرى كيف سندخل من هنا. تبا. إنها كنيسة. مثلا شخص هنا.
Dane treads the cobbles of God's house. In search of Christ's redemption, I hope.
Your Christ can wait his turn. It is you I've come to see.
Is that so?
When pride cometh, then cometh shame. But with the lowly cometh wisdom. You know these words, and you know why I speak them.
I do, but I am not yet satisfied that you are the one for the task ahead. As Jesus said unto Thomas, I am the way, the truth, and the life. Speak the deeds of Christ in order. Only then will you cometh unto my Lord.
If I must dance to your tune, tell me where to step.
In books one may find such wisdom. We had many in England, before the Danes burned our churches. A few yet remain nearby. Or perhaps A more pious soul in need of charity will reward you with a lesson.
أما أنا ضد
I have
الوطنيين.
nothing for you now, but I will return.
ماذا سأفعل لهذا الشيء؟
Even the mighty fall. And God's servant, the Bishop Aelfirth, was mighty
حسنا علي البحث.
in defense of
He bathed in the river, so a gentle wash brings them
ترفع
closer to their
للماء.
God.
oxen strong.
He rose from the dead. A nice
قصة
trick,
القيامة.
not easily done.
زلزلت الأرض في قبره وظهر ملاك. حسنا. هنالك مفتاح هنا.
I give praise.
Their God brings them light,
قصة الرؤيا.
just as Balder does.
صار مع
Light as bright
أتباعي
as the
للجبل.
summer sun.
أشرق وجهه كالشمس. حسنا.
Speak the deeds of Christ in order.
حسنا.
God breathed on the water, and in the Jordan River, he was cleansed of all sin.
His baptism.
On the mountain, his face shone like the sun, and he became light.
His transfiguration.
تجلي.
The women came with offerings, but they could not find him when they looked among the dead.
His resurrection. And Jesus said, I am the
نور
light of the
للعالمين.
world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness. Well spoken.
Are the riddles done?
That is not for me to decide, for I am not the one who summoned you. If you follow, I will lead you to him.
حسنا، كان هذا سهلا جدا لأن فقط ثقافة قليلة عن ديانات المسيح.
I solved your riddle. Now all I get is silence. Who am I to meet?
Shh. Even a fool, when he keeps silent, is considered wise.
Yet men become wise by speaking with other men. They grow foolish when keeping to silence.
Hush! Your prattling offends God's ears. We're here.
حسنا. لنرى من استدعاني. هل
May
يكون فخا؟
Christ, whose terror scares away the foul throngs, make with me a strong covenant. Was God's lesson instructive?
على هذا الملك.
I learned that your God fears death, just as mine do, just as every man does.
Yet through our Lord, we may achieve
إنه
life
الملك.
everlasting in His glorious presence.
الملك ألفريد.
Perhaps you missed that detail.
Do all the priests in Winchester have this same skill for drama? You risk your life, Alfred King.
I have invited you
Hello,
here
Alfred.
to speak on equal terms. Do the Dane laws of hospitality not apply in Wessex?
وقد كان معروفا
You
أنه
gifted my
ملك
Jarl
شجاع
that
جدا
wealth from the Order of Ancients, the warrior Fulke.
وحكيما جدا.
Fulke was an enemy of Wessex, but it seems someone has already removed her threat from my lands.
If you did not hear it was me, you have now.
Impressive. The Order of Ancients has surely been crippled by her loss.
How much do you know of this order?
Only this and little more.
هو أيضا يريد التخلص من ذلك
This letter, signed by one who calls himself a poor fellow soldier of Christ, warns of a
المتعصبون.
plot against my life.
The gallows, the quill, the Sikhs. 3 men eager to kill you.
2 now. The Bishop Aelfirth is dead. He was the Sikhs, so far as I can tell.
And a humble servant of your God. That must sting.
Still, his death has strengthened Christian fellowship in Winchester. I pray the deaths of his colleagues will do the same.
You have faced warriors like me many times before, and many
لأنه
times you
هنا
have lost
إله
or been
بالطبع.
cheated. Why trust me now?
I have men in London and Jorvik. Men who send me reports on the rise and fall of the tides of war. Not long ago, men and women of some influence were murdered in those places. In oddly specific circumstances. When I received this letter from our poor fellow soldier, it did not take long to work out why. I don't know your motive, nor what you hope to gain. All I ask is that you finish the work you have begun, before these fallen souls infest England further.
I should let the Order kill you. It would speed our conquest of England.
You may remove the organs of state. The cancer will remain.
Then promise me a reward I can sing about. A healthy king's weight in silver.
Very well. As much as you can carry.
أوه حسنا.
This morning my
عرض مغري.
reeve, Goodwin, was not at his post.
A man you trust.
Goodwin was following the clues given in this letter when he disappeared.
Where was he last seen?
At his house, by the west gate. You may find something there.
حسنا إذن سأتجه إلى هناك.
Eivor, compose yourself while you are my guest. My city is not a battlefield.
Not yet, great king, but the day will come.
حسنا سأحاول. هذا بالطبع إن لم يتعرض للهجوم. سنرى أين يمكننا الذهاب. حسنا. القرب من هنا. لابد أن هنالك كاث.
I need to find this reeve, Goodwin.
بهذا الاتجاه. حسنا. اوه تبا.
That Selwyn's got some stones on him arresting Alfred's man. Who rules in Winchester anyway?
اوه
Is Alfred
هنالك
king
جنود.
or
No,
not?
you ain't, that's for sure. So keep your mouth shut and do as you're told.
Shut your mouth, yeah? Unless you want yours to rot off in the keep.
Goodwin gone, and guards sniffing around. So where would they have taken him? The other side must be barred.
مقفل. حسنا. حراس في كل مكان. ويبحثون أيضا. تبا. تبا.
Aid me. Be my eyes.
إنه آتني إلي، لكن كيف أعرف مكاني؟
This is your last warning. Give me Alfred. I think it will ail.
جيد.
Kindle in your port.
هذا المفتاح. ربما أحتاجه.
Papers thrown in the fire. Goodwin covering his tracks. Other guards destroying evidence. Broken bowls, food scattered. They took him by force. There must be a garrison in the city. A A violent struggle with the guards. They must have taken him to Winchester's garrison. What do you see, Sunan?
أين قد أخذوه؟ فلنرى. إنه هنا. تبا. هذا بعيد جدا.
This area is off limits.
تبا. إنها محظورة جدا. هنالك حراس. هذا لا يبشر بالخير طبعا. أنا سأتجه. تبا. علي فتح الباب. هنالك مفتاح هناك. ثلاثة هنا. مفتاح بالأسفل. حسنا. يبدو أنهم يبحثون على شيء. جيد. إنهم يعملون. حسنا. على الأقل لا يوجد أحد هنا أو لم يتبقى. جيد.
To get on the other side.
حسنا.
Survey the area, Sunan.
هل أمتلك المفتاح؟ هذا سيء جدا. هنالك اثنان.
Thick walls and thicker guards. A place to keep a valuable man.
رآني. كيف؟ هنالك اثنان فوق. تبا. كيف سأدخل؟ قد يكون هنالك مدخل فوق. هل هو خلف الجدران أم ماذا؟ سيء جدا. حسنا، هنالك باب هنا أيضا. أظن أنه علي الخروج. ونحن ذا.
Evidence against the Order of Ancients. Stolen from Goodwin?
هذا؟ لكن كيف دخل؟ من أين أتى؟ ترقية، جيد. إنه بالمبنى، لكن أين؟ أظن أنني سأتواجه معهم. جيد. إنه تحت هذه القلعة. لابد أن هنالك مدخل ما. ها هو ذا. جيد، إنها فقط أبواب.
A Dane in Winchester. These are strange times.
King Alfred sent me, pleading from his bended knee to find someone.
I know Alfred well enough to spot a bloody lie when I hear it. If he did send you, he was standing tall and proud.
That he was, and you are the man I've come to find, Goodwin. Do you know why?
If I had one guess, to find these heretics from the Order of Ancients and bury them so deep, even God would need a shovel.
So where do we start digging?
My research should help us.
أوه،
If they
أنا
haven't
أبحث
burned it
عنهم.
already, it'll
هذا
be
جيد.
somewhere nearby.
I have
وهذا
your
ما
papers
أحتاجه
here,
لكي
taken from
أكمل
the captain
لبسة
of this
ثور.
keep.
A marvel. History will name you the protector of Winchester. A pricking irony.
And not lost on me. Now let us go before they discover their eel has slipped the hook.
أين سنذهب؟
Let's regroup beyond the walls!
لعلي أن أتبعه. أوه. ماذا الآن؟
Winchester mourns a good bishop and a strong, virile man. May he find his peace with God.
I am grateful for your help.
It is a brazen move to arrest Alfred's favorite reed.
This so-called order are nothing but defiled shit peddlers.
Shit peddlers who have wormed their way into every crevasse of your country. They are dangerous.
I didn't catch your name, did I?
Eivor of the Raven clan. Scourge of Mercia, if that name does not rattle some recognition.
Well, Eivor, when our three heretics smolder on a heap of ash, we'll down a cup of ale together and share our distaste of Mercians like old friends.
Alfred believes at least one is dead. Your bishop, Aelfirth, was the sixth.
Bugger. Half of Winchester is in mourning for that nun-groper.
One calls himself the Quill. Are words his weapons?
There were rumors of letters nailed up around Winchester. It may be that one of these can tell us more.
The gallows. What do you know of him?
Must be another Reeve, I'm sure of it. Only we have the power to mete out justice, and this one would walk with cocksure righteousness.
The gallows had you arrested, so he must command the law.
Reeve Selwyn? Of course! That hedge pig has brought down laws like a hammer on Winchester, executing sinners on spurious charges in the square.
Could it be another?
He's the man. He's the only one who fits. End his terror, Eivor.
حسنا، لابد أن هنالك حربا بانتظاري. لقد أضيف ها هو ذا. حسنا، أن رأينا يوجد. ها هو ذا. سنقوم باصطياده إذن. لا، إنه قريب. حسنا إذن. أخاف أن يكون معه حيوان ما أو مساعدوه. سوف يصعب كل شيء. أصلا هذه المنطقة هي مرتفعة المستوى. هل هذا شخص آخر؟ أوه أوه نعم، حسنا إذن إن يكون هذا خنق المشنقة، إذن هذا هو، لا بأس. أوه أوه سهل جدا. ولن يهجم. انتهى أمره. هذا جيد.
We sweat and toil to reach this moment.
The ancient ones lap at my sweat now.
إنه عملاق.
That war sweat the Roman gods hate so much, we long for.
Discard all that. A good feast with fresh battle milk on your brows is not something you will ever taste again.
Choke on my bones.
انتهى أمره. هذا جيد. نمر إلى التالي. إنه قريب من هنا أيضا. هو ذا. إنه يقتل الناس. ها هو. حراسة شديدة تبا.
Good people of Winchester, open your eyes. See how Alfred's lofty ideals are weighed down in this mire of human effluence. These prisoners before you do not live by Alfred's laws. They live above them. They wallow in shit, only guided by their own perversity. Hubert here, his wits addled by ale, spoke false of Bishop Aelfirth, our pious servant of Winchester, who even now lies cold in his grave shroud.
Aelfirth was no man of God. He'll burn for his sins.
Your wife is a big shrew, Hubert. Is there a man here who has not supped rancid meat from her cup?
When will your work be done, Selwyn? When all of Winchester falls to your justice?
وسيقتلونه.
Winchester has passed judgment, Hubert. May God have mercy on your cankerous soul.
تبا سيقتله؟ علي أن أتدخل بسرعة.
There is no longer freedom in Winchester.
None is safe from his blade.
حراسة مشددة تبا.
You cannot steal and be welcome at our hearts. You cannot slander and keep your
لماذا لا يسعد؟
You cannot walk freely through our streets.
يتكلم كثيرا. واو. قتل كل هؤلاء.
Perverter of justice. Who dares execute the king's noose?
It is not in Alfred's name that you carry out your work. You are the Order's executioner.
You peer through the veil, but you do not see clearly. Alfred's laws are a slave's fever dream. He offers shit-soaked beggars a seat at his table, where the meek devour the strong. Who best to judge the fate of the wretched many, if not the strong and worthy few?
To protect your people, you must sheathe your hand in an iron glove. You grind your heels into the backs of freedmen, not those who deserve it.
The Order.
في معظم الأحيان يبدو أن أودن يتفق مع المجرمين.
For all men are but a shadow of the perfection we should know. The perfection of the ancient ones.
عمله قد أتى.
You are only a man, Creed. One dead branch on a fast-dying tree.
وداعا.
I should meet with good and see what he has found.
Do something.
ماذا انسحاب. لا أود تضييع الوقت. هيا اهرب.
Thunen, guide me.
هنا.
I should meet with Goodwin, see what he has found on the quill.
But a crushed spirit dries up the bones. Does Magister Batter not teach you the scriptures?
Magister Batter is a horse's dangles.
And here is the axe I used to swat a fly.
You have ventured from your burrow?
And you have plunged my city into chaos. I had hoped you would use the lessons of your subtler gods.
We have no subtle gods.
If the gallows is truly dead, perhaps we can allow cautious revelry?
I did only what I agreed to, Alfred. If your crown now weighs heavy, I would gladly take it from you.
Forgive my outburst. God sowed in me a passion, but English prose is an instrument long out of tune.
We all want better for our people, don't we, Eivor? Yours and ours.
The quill remains. What do we know?
The decay of learning has been gentle in Wessex. We enjoy the office of wise men, but we have neglected the study of wisdom.
The quill preys on this lapse.
هذا.
Someone disagrees with your reforms, Alfred. And he is calling the children to arms.
أطفال.
Now we know why so many children scurry through the streets, feral and untutored.
I can talk to some, see where they lead me.
Good. Find me at the alehouse when you're done. And try not to scare the piss from any of them.
We Norse are the monsters of your Saxon mother's bedtime tales. I promise nothing.
لابد أنهم لا يعجبهم أسلوبي. حسنا.
I see you, child. Come.
لكن لماذا أساعدهم صراحة لا أفهم. هذا في مساعدة سيجور.
You hurt many people.
Yes. to death, then took her good luck charm. Perhaps you found it? A little carved tree. It is all I have to remember her by.
Such a sad story. Take this. Perhaps it will keep you off the streets and out of trouble.
For me? Oh, thank you.
Spry, little mouse. Will you lead me to your quill?
Heaven will swallow the smoke of Aelfred's pyre.
زبالة.
Very.
هي تعمل من أجله.
Stop struggling and give back that apple.
Apple? I didn't score nothing. Get your hands off me, cow breath.
Coward, you little street rat.
Godspeed! You'll set Winchester ablaze!
Roly-poly mutton man, you can't catch me!
Oh, God help me. I'd rather be shoveling dung in Malvern again.
حسنا، هنالك من يوظف هؤلاء الأطفال لكي يزرع الفتنة في المدينة.
You there, little cut purse.
Keep your beak out, nosy! I'm starving!
ماذا الآن؟
What is that boy doing all the way up there? What is that boy doing all the way up?
أين الآن؟
Have a look soon in there.
هناك. الفتاة أين ذهبت؟ حسنا، لابد أنها هناك. لربما هي دي.
Hey, hold on.
Oops. Come on.
Strike for Christ!
تكون هذه الفتاة.
You again? You should mind your own beeswax.
Elwyn, is it? You wield fire like the flaming Jotna.
It was burning when I found it. Hot days like
تختيم.
this, things just go whoosh. Well? Wigbert, you great moon calf.
Hand it over, Alwyn. We saw your little shadow take it. What are you looking at?
حسنا.
I'm not sure.
سأقاتل إذا.
Looks like an old lady's been rolling in shit with all the other ugly sows. A hog and a dress, maybe?
You are mine!
ماذا الآن؟
That showed them.
Trouble seems to follow you.
And I wriggle out of it like a slippery eel. Why are you following me?
I'm looking for the quill. So I'm asking you, his little worker bees.
Us? Working for the quill? Shows what you know.
Is that so?
I am innocent as a lamb. They were the quill thugs and you killed them. Wouldn't want to be in your boots.
It sounds like you owe me your life.
This one's brave and strong. Might be able to help us.
So you are not working for the quill?
We steal to stay alive and out of the quill's clutches.
But you know where I can find him.
They come up from the sewers like rats.
المجاري.
Go on. Give him what you took. Maybe he can save us.
حسنا. إنه مفتاح جيد.
Good luck, Dane.
هذا قد
Try
يسهل
not to
الأمر.
get maimed and all that.
أوه. هو ذا. نرى أين يتواجد. هلا إيفر تخلصوا من هدفه، من هدف ألفريد الثاني. حسنا. عبر المجاري بالقرب من النهر. هذا هو النهر. هل يكون تحت الجسر؟
Stretch your wings, Sunan.
هو ذا.
I should watch out for a mousetrap.
جيد. كل هؤلاء الأطفال تبا. سوف نخلصهم من معاناتهم قريبا.
Do you believe in souls? A part of us that lives on with God after we die? Bishop Aelfred's passing has made me wonder.
جنود هنا. لكن لماذا؟ جيد. الكثير من الجردان طبعا.
Now, Elwyn. Few have the wit that you and I possess. Most see the world in simpler terms. Where we are the weaker sex.
A brute mare who preys on innocence, and you brag about strength.
How little you know. Defend your mistress!
Won't take long.
حسنا، سهل جدا. أوه. جيد. كل شيء. أهلا. جيد، انتهينا من أمره.
Come, child. Whisper what you've learned, and Mother will give you a treat.
إنها تستغل الأطفال.
Using children to spy and steal for your order.
To educate them. Give me a child until he is 7, and I will give you the man. Or woman. What use are letters when a child can only write his name in pig shit? Or wisdom in a woman when she cannot wield it beyond her heart? I taught little Alwyn so much more. Saved her from a life less worthy. She will find enlightenment in the Order, just as I did. If I could save them all, I would.
But you cannot. You have corrupted too many to save too few.
My order is the only way forward. It can quench our thirst for knowledge. If only Alfred's slave faith is defeated. And what would you sacrifice for infinite knowledge?
An immeasurable gift. Why refuse it? Not their innocence.
A pity. Non requiescat in pace.
إنها كلمة بالإيطالية. حسنا، قد قتلنا الشخص الثاني من أعداء ألفريد. لنرى. هي بعيدة؟ حسنا، سوف ننتقل إلى هنا لتسهيل الطريق إلينا. نحن نعرف أن الطريق ليست سهلة في هذا المكان، لا سيما أننا نواجه جنديان على الأقل في كل مرة. جيد. آمل أن لا يكون هنالك جنود.
Is this where Justice hides when she is tired?
Hides? Splood, no. This is a wake, my friend. A celebration to ease the quill on her way to eternal damnation.
You heard.
Hilda's were not the only eyes in Winchester. My spies tell me stories of an avenging angel striking down the unworthy.
I've been called worse.
Be thou hail, Ealdorbanna. That's Life Destroyer in our dialect.
I sat easy with my kinsbane, old honey waves alive in my horn, and my eyes on the door, expecting my death, yet unafraid.
You're quite safe with me, Dane. For now. If the mead is fresh and the air is cool, you may often find a friend even amongst your enemies.
I could use someone like you in my settlement. with ink on his fingers and a sense of honor.
I would love to devote myself to the study and practice of the law. There is a weariness in war I wish I could shake off.
Impossible. Even in death, our battles will rage on. It is the way of things.
I must thank you before the ale dulls me. By cutting the order down to size, you have given England a hope of unity. It must be a sour apple to swallow, knowing that you are the last of Winchester's enemies.
Are you sure the Sikhs is dead?
The bishop is dead, that's certain. And if the bishop was the Sikhs is dead. A transitive property of mortality, you see.
I do not believe it.
لا
Too
أعتقد
much
ذلك.
theatre in Winchester. Overwrought prayers and wailing women.
Well, you could pay your respects and see for yourself. The funeral is today.
If he rots, I will leave with my silver. But if he lives, there's work to be done.
Watch your step, Eivor. He'll be a hefty corpse in death. Alive, he'd be much bigger.
أعلم
Whether you
ذلك.
find or make a corpse, meet me at the Witten with your report.
أنا متأكد من أنه ما زال حيا.
If the bishop is worm meal, then here should be the proof. Did you know Bishop Aelfried?
No, but I plan to write an epic poem of his grisly demise. Oh, poor Aelfried, scorched of face.
My brother Aelfried,
all your woeful
eternal
companions,
bliss,
bold,
where joy
violent,
endures for
weeping,
all those beloved of God.
weeping as you are.
Sleeping.
Oh, yeah, perfect, yes.
Only his face was...
Do you not see? I am in prayer.
May we speak of your brother's death?
Have you no shame? Leave me.
I will leave you in peace, then.
مثلا.
Are you the bishop's family?
God, no. Just here to make sure that impious bastard is actually dead. He bedded my wife, the randy bastard.
حسنا. آسف.
A stranger comes to Wember.
You do not mourn like they do.
Wember is always here, helping the sleeping, singing to them, so they are not frightened before they meet God.
The sleeping? You mean the dead?
Wember helps the monks. Dig, dig, dig.
You dig the graves. Did you bury Aelfried?
Have you seen Layoff? My poor friend. Poor Layoff.
Leof, what happened to him?
Sleeping? Sleeping like my dog when I hugged him too hard.
Someone heard Leof.
Yes. And while he slept, they stole his face.
Not just stolen,
أوه.
but burned.
حسنا.
Did you know Bishop Aelfried?
Barely. But can you still smell the burned flesh? It's rife across the whole graveyard.
شيء ما هنا.
Threadbare clothes. Did they belong to Wemberstrand? This funeral is a shadow play. The order killed an innocent, burned his face so no one could tell, and interred him in Aelfried's place. His sister knows more.
What now?
A pretty show you have laid on here. But I know the truth.
You would dare speak to me? When my poor brother Aelfried lies cold in his shroud.
Your brother is the Sikhs, and no more dead than I am.
Heresy. My brother was the Bishop of Winchester.
When Goodwin got too close to the truth about your brother's place in the Order, you buried him. Or rather, you buried another in his place. The poor gravedigger's friend. Burning his face so no one would know.
How did you... No, I...
Your brother is not in that crypt. Tell me where he is before more lives are lost.
I will not tell you anymore. Guards! All right, have your way. They won't do you any good. Guards, protect me!
Get round the side! Flank the idiot! Remain steadfast! Die!
أين ذهبت؟ إلى الداخل حسنا. تحدثي.
Why will you not leave me alone?
Enough of this cat and mouse. Where's your brother, the one they call the Sikhs?
He is a ghost now, but he will make himself flesh once more at the Witten. And Alfred will be king no more.
He means to kill Alfred.
Regicide? No. The king will step aside and Aelfrith will lead us all, risen and resplendent as the Lord.
You are a damned fool.
هو ده. نتبع أثره إذن. حسنا. إنه هنا. جيد. يبدو أننا سنقتل الكثير من المتشددين هنا.
Show me what lies ahead.
هنالك حراسة شديدة على ما أظن. هل هو بالأعلى؟
The Sikhs must be hiding in the crowd, biding his time to strike at Alfred.
Not a priest, clerk, or abbot can turn the letter of their sermons from Latin to English. And how can we understand God's...
Alfred needs to produce an heir. It's the duty of all great men.
الآلية قتلهم جميعا.
But the foul deeds of the unrighteous are sown among our holy deeds, like cockles and tare in a field of wheat. Education, wisdom, enlightened thought. This.
هذا هو الملك آلفريد.
Who will be our spiritual compass now that Bishop Aelfred is dead?
I favor Tumbiot. He is a pious man.
The king is mine! By God, it's true. The bishop lives.
Stand down.
Kill us all!
في الوقت المناسب.
How sweet is the shepherd's pipe when he calls his lambs to slaughter. I was born to Christians in the northern wilds. My mother would cradle me beneath the stars and whisper, dove-like, God watches over you. Then your people came. And God fixed his stout eye as they slit her throat for a copper ring. No stars threw down their spears as barbarians smeared her blood through fields of broken wheat. God watched all, and I hated him.
It may be Alfred's God was testing you. A trial you failed.
Alfred's God is weak. Yet he would chain us all in his service, from our first breath to our death rattle. My order wishes to break these mind-forged manacles. I am the wolf in lamb's wool.
He takes on the role of a god himself. A worthy path to walk. A wolf is but a walking feast for ravens.
نعم هذا صحيح.
One more gift for you, Dane. A deadly truth if you can find it. With my death, the Order will not die. It will only transform into something far worse for all of us.
أسوأ سأقتلهم جميعا.
Aelfirth will not cheat Loki's dread daughter twice.
I owe you my life.
An irony not lost on me, Alfred.
My king, we'll go by back streets to the Old Minster. Eivor may find us there when all has settled.
حسنا إذن لقد إنه المفتاح الذي رأيته مع أودين.
Curse you, Dane! My brother served God.
إله من هو؟
He was not a Christian. He abhorred your God.
But why strike him down? Have you no compassion for good men?
We both have more questions than answers. But if you know this key, perhaps we can help one another. Where is its home?
You treated me with kindness, but this damned Order, their machinations killed my brother, so the rest may rot. Take this key to the ruins beneath the bishop's house. You may find answers there.
حسنا شكرا على المساعدة. حسنا أصدقائي وصلنا إلى نهاية الحلقة. أشكركم جزيل الشكر على المتابعة. لا تنسوا الاشتراك بالقناة ودعمنا بزر لايك وتعليقاتكم أهم شيء. مع السلامة.